Carlos Alcaraz and his coaching team barely exchanged words during his match against Casper Ruud, which he lost in his ATP Finals debut in Turin 2024. Everyone understood the situation. The young Spaniard wasn't feeling well, and they knew it was best not to push him too hard. He had led 5-2 in the second set but ultimately lost 6-1, 7-5. That was on Monday. On Tuesday, he only trained for about 10 minutes as he continued to struggle to recover. He was still feeling the strain in his chest and was breathing with difficulty. However, everyone worked together to try to turn things around against Andrei Rublev on Wednesday, and it worked. Alcaraz won 6-3, 7-6, 10-8, and now has the chance to fight for a semi-final spot against German player Alexander Zverev on Friday. "If someone had told me this, I would have thought they were dreaming," Alcaraz said to Alex Corretja on Movistar Plus about his miraculous transformation, saying he went from 0 to 100. Behind this was not only the natural recovery from the illness, antibiotics, and chest balm but also a focused mental effort. The cold lingered, but Alcaraz woke up feeling a bit better on Wednesday. He tried a nasal strip, which he later confessed had helped him. But above all, it was his mindset that changed how he approached the situation. "I went out there determined to forget that I was sick, that I felt bad. I was a completely different person. Nobody wants to get sick during such an important tournament, but you have to accept it," he said. He even went onto the court with 2 game plans, something he hadn't had the energy for on Monday. "I surprised myself because I was able to rally from the baseline and saw I could handle long exchanges. My serve also helped me a lot," he analyzed. Encouragement from his parents. Conversations with his coach Juan Carlos Ferrero, his manager Albert Molina, and his entire team left an impact on him. But what resonated even more were the words from his father, Carlos, who is in Turin, and his mother, Virginia, who supports him from home. "After the first match, I spoke with my team. My father gave me advice, and so did my mother from home. These are things you have to accept as they come. Nobody wants to get sick during such an important tournament, but you have to accept it. You have to do your best under these circumstances, find solutions, and I think I managed that pretty well," Alcaraz said proudly, reflecting on how he overcame both the illness and the challenge of playing Rublev. Physical care was a must, but the psychological work tipped the scales in favor of a more resilient and combative Alcaraz. Alcaraz's recovery against Rublev: "If someone had told me a day ago, I would have said they were dreaming." Carlos Alcaraz entered the Inalpi Arena with a nasal strip as his companion, which allowed him to train relatively normally just hours before the match. There had even been some uncertainty about whether he'd be able to play, given that he had left the training court just 24 hours prior. But an 80% version of Alcaraz was enough to battle and defeat Rublev, one of the top 8 players of the season. "It felt like a dream. I was a different person. The strip helped me breathe better and made my game plan clear. If I lost, it didn't matter, that was the main thing. I went out there forgetting that I was sick. I found solutions. I had several strategies in mind, I felt strong, and could handle long exchanges. I served well and played solid tennis from the baseline. In these last days, I've felt inspired, talking with my team, my father, my mother. There are things you just have to accept. Nobody wants to get sick, but sometimes things happen this way. It's bad luck to get sick now, at a tournament I was so excited to play in. We talked about doing our best despite the circumstances," he said. Sinner can't believe it. Italian player Yannick Sinner, despite the ongoing situation surrounding his doping case, is experiencing a phenomenal year. He's now eyeing the ATP Finals trophy. Sinner is on the brink of making history again. For him, it doesn't matter if it's an exhibition match or a Grand Slam, he only knows how to win, as the late coach Luis Aragonés would say. The Italian has already notched 2 victories in the ATP Finals 2024 group stage, with the latest win over Taylor Fritz. Turin is enjoying every moment with the new world number 1. Despite the unresolved doping case, Sinner insists he is living a dream this year. Reflecting on the match against Fritz, he acknowledged the challenges he faced to beat him. "It was a high-level match. I think we both played great tennis, and it was a completely different match from the first one. I don't want to compare, but this was a tough match, so I'm very happy with the victory." Now playing in his home country, he shared why he missed the Rome Masters. "Playing in Italy is different. The crowd is amazing, they support you through thick and thin, and I love that. I didn't play in Rome, which was tough for me, but I wasn't physically ready. Now, I'm here a year after the last time I played in Italy, and I'm really enjoying it. This tournament is a bit different because you have to qualify to play. Just getting here means you're in a strong position, and every match is tough." Sinner also commented on the rapid fame he's achieved. It's surprising. I'm just a 23-year-old guy who plays tennis. I have some sponsors, like Lavazza and Intesa, who are based here. I love the connection I have with my sponsors and family here. Playing in Italy as an Italian is very special, and you can never take that for granted. Sometimes, I'm still surprised. Not everything feels normal yet, but I'm trying to get used to it. I'm just here to play good tennis. Lastly, about his early days as world number one, the Italian noted that it feels different when players face him now. Of course, there are always differences. Every match is unique in its own way. It doesn't matter when the last time was that you played against someone. I've also been in that position when I was up against the world number one. You go in with nothing to lose, it's normal. It's also different because there are players who have already beaten me, so you don't think about rankings, you focus on what you've learned from past matches and aim to improve. That's what I try to do with every opponent. I try to stay very present, not thinking about the past or the future. Tennis is all about staying in the moment and anticipating what comes next. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like, as here at Tennis Zone, we're committed to bringing you the best information for the best audience. We share in-depth analysis, exclusive interviews, and complete coverage of everything related to the tennis world. Join our community and be part of the excitement of the tournaments with us. Additionally, at Tennis Zone, we strive to provide you with updated, quality content about players, tournaments, strategies, and the most relevant events in global tennis.